Hey guys, it's Yetundey here, and in this overview tutorial, I'm excited to show you a few amazing things about Efx Motions, Arturia's new creative audio effect. Let's dive in. Efx Motions combines musical movement, mix dynamics, and creative sound design tools into a powerful effect plugin to give your music the momentum, evolution, and sonic excitement it deserves. It features a combination of modules driven by dedicated envelope shapers, allowing you to transform your sound at the right moment. Each module has a different nature, such as filter, noise, drive, volume, and panning. These blocks can be rearranged to your convenience to create the chain of your choice. Efx Motions also features creative beat repeat and effects modules, allowing you to chop and reshape the sound further, fostering unlimited creativity. During this video, I'll give you a quick overview of the whole effect, as well as show a few cool use cases to inspire your session. The basic structure of the effect is simple to understand. The upper part consists of an input crossover that allows you to select the frequency bands affected by the effect. Then, the middle part is composed of the motion editor, which gathers the main interactive components that can transform your sound. These are filter module, noise module, drive module, volume and panning. And combined repeat and effects modules. Lastly, the bottom part of the effect is composed of the modulation sources. These include the sequencer, function, and random generators, and an envelope follower. Furthermore, there are two macros that can control many parameters simultaneously. Here's a quick example of how macros can work. In this preset, which creates a gated rhythm effect, we can see that macro 1 controls filter parameters, and macro 2 controls some of the noise module settings. In the top left corner, we can see that there are macro controls that allow you to introduce the parameters they control all at the same time. As for the modulator sources, this preset shows how the function generator can be used to control the downsample parameter of the bit crusher effect. As the function goes up, the downsampling increases, adding the crunchiness to our loop. Now, let's go through a few interesting use cases that will hopefully inspire your sessions and give you a rough idea of different Efx Motions applications. One interesting case would be to use motions as a ducker or sidechain effect. This effect relies on volume manipulation. Let's try this preset now to hear what we mean. As we enter the volume tab, we can see that there's an envelope shaper that resembles a square waveform shape, which is responsible for the volume movement and manipulation, where volume is at 0 at the beginning of the cycle and returns to full volume in the second part of the cycle. As we disable the volume tab, we can clearly hear the difference. This preset also has a beat repeat module active, and as we increase the ratchet macro, we can hear that the typical sidechain sound is now enriched with 1/8 rolls, which occur on steps 2 and 4. One of the fun ways to use Efx Motions is to engage its filtering, repeat, and effects modules to create abstract and otherworldly sounds from simple chord melodies. The Swirling Machines preset is a great example of this. Let's play with it now to hear how it affects this chord progression. Now, let's break down the preset and see exactly what it's doing to our sound. Let's see how the repeat and effects blocks are impacting the sound. The beat repeat module is set to loop after 9 steps, and on almost each step there are rolls activated with various time divisions. We can also see that some step rolls are linked, creating a smooth transition between the rolling steps. This gives our sound a nice stutter effect. The dry-wet ratio of the beat repeat is also controlled by macro 1, so we can increase it easily at any time. Alongside the repeat feature, there are 2 delays which make these rolls more spacious and echoey, together sounding like this. Next module that plays a big role in this preset is the filter one, which is placed just before the repeat and effects modules. Here, the principle is simple. We can see a sequencer with a fast rate which is modulating the filter cutoff control. Furthermore, we can hear a lot of resonating peaks as the resonance control is set quite high. It smooths out the sharp rhythmic peaks of the stutters and rounds up the sound nicely. These 2 modules make up the core of the preset, alongside volume, noise, and drive blocks that add volume modulation and additional crunch to the tone. Another cool use case relies on using the Efx Motions to create various gated rhythm effects, turning your melodies into something more repetitive and vivid. Here, the volume block makes the whole thing work. Inside of it, we can see an envelope shape with a short attack that is sent to control the volume of the sound. The motion knob controls the effect of the envelope on the volume. On the left side of the envelope, there's the trigger block, where we can set the rate at which the envelope is triggered. Additionally, this effect is enhanced by a noise layer with a similarly designed envelope that acts on its volume level, giving it a rhythmic feel while the rest of the effect is polished with unison and delay, making the sound wider and spacious. Without a doubt, Efx Motions shines when it comes to drums and percussion mangling. Almost every preset included can affect your drums in a creative way. Let's pick one or two and dig deeper into how they impact our loop. Next up, let's see how Efx Motions can affect some drum breaks. This particular preset, called Chance of Glitch, creates a glitching repeat while adding a sense of depth and space coming from the reverb at the same time. These are just a few ways of altering your drums. And as you can see, the ways of doing it are really limitless. Something else that you can do with Efx Motions is to use it as a transitions or song evolutions tool. It can easily serve as a build-up or riser tool in your arrangements. You can use it on a particular instrument or even a bus that includes a few parts, as in this case. This track has a breakdown starting at bar number 57. And for the next 8 bars, thanks to Efx Motions placed on the drum bus, it will create a cool riser and build-up, driving momentum and then releasing the energy after the 8 bars are finished, helping to enter the track into its other part. This is just an example, but you can also use these riser capabilities to create build-ups inside single patterns or loops to make them more interesting. Okay, so that's it for this overview. There are obviously a lot of other things that you can do with this effect, including saturation, compression, transient enhancements, creative reverses, vocal pitch alterations, sweeps or wobbles, which go beyond this tutorial, but should definitely be tried out on your side. Make sure to have fun with this tool. And if you liked what you just saw, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Efx Motions content in the future. Thanks for watching and see you soon.